what I really want to make sure is that our airmen understand, it doesn't matter what status they're in, they're part of our family. And what I really want to do is make sure that education piece gets out there. So I've been talking to the squadron commanders, I've been talking to the wing commanders, we've been talking to our command chiefs, all our senior enlisted advisors, and all our commanders. And what we really want to do is make sure that everybody understands that we need a connection with our airmen, because valued airmen do not hurt themselves.
The biggest thing here is that the boss and I want you to know is that you have a phenomenal support team. The Air Force Reserve family is always there if you need a helping hand or just need someone to talk to.
As somebody that has struggled with suicidal thoughts, and what I found is I didn't know how to come out and say I was suicidal, but I wanted people to notice me. You just want somebody to really show you that they care and it be genuine. The biggest thing I can say to people is don't give up. You know, whereas somebody may not give you the piece that you need, reach out to somebody else.
It's about leadership, right? And we need to be focused on that. What is going on exactly with our leaders? What are our airmen? So if we say leaders are the focus, how can you be resilient to that uncertainty and that volatility that's going to happen? We know it. You're never going to have enough money. You're never going to have enough people. Leadership is the difference.
But as we get into the contested environment, being able to build leaders who understand the vision of their senior leadership, their warfighting skills, the war fight that's in front of them, and to be able to make those very critical and key decisions, becoming the experts and training replacements behind us.
The spiritual domain is a crucial pillar of resiliency and really speaks to the very core of our being. It's what brings us meaning and purpose in life. Kind of help us through those ups and downs of life that we face that's very natural for us on a daily basis. Spiritual domain is something that we look at, that we can experience in many ways. Some experience in a regular worship service, through an organized faith setting, through religious expression. Others see it as in devotion life, and there are a variety of other ways to be able to focus on spirituality. The bottom line is, with this emphasis that we have through the Air Force, the ability to have a spotlight on spiritual resiliency and what that's all about, and the importance that all airmen have the opportunity to understand more meaning and purpose to be able to help them through the ups and downs of their lives.
Studies have shown that those who actively practice their faith have lower rates of depression, are happier, more compassionate, and possess a higher sense of purpose. Your chaplains and religious affairs airmen are trained to be your advocates by providing for your spiritual needs and offering 100% confidential communication. Remember, your Air Force family needs you. Your country needs you. Let's take care of one another.
Feeling like being a senior NCO that I couldn't talk to anyone outside of the chaplain's office in confidentiality was not a comfortable position for me. I did not want to show a sign of weakness. I was not always honest with my family and friends. And sometimes I wasn't always honest with myself if I wanted to continue to do this job. And while I represent such a beautiful organization here at the 459th Air Refueling Wing in such a great country, I also represent myself. And I represent the many others that have vulnerabilities and might be afraid to show those.
And I happened to find a doctor that diagnosed me as having a mental illness. And I thought first, this doctor is crazy. How can Herschel Walker have a mental illness? And people don't know I end up checking myself into a hospital, in a behavioral health hospital. And I can tell everyone that's what saved my life. Going into this hospital is what really saved my life, because, and I said, you know, if I had not gone to this hospital, I'd probably end up killing myself. And everyone would have thought it was some type of, from a concussion. But no, it wasn't from a concussion, it was from a mental illness. Let's try to let all the young men and women of service know that, guys, when you get knocked down, get up. It's not gonna be easy, and you're not alone. Don't be afraid, you're not alone. Like, you can do it. You know, you're the greatest people in the world. Being in the United States military, sometimes you wanna be tough. You gotta be real tough. A tough person is a person that knows he can get up and he gotta go get help and he gotta come back ready to go again. That's resiliency.
You are valued for what you bring.
There are 74,000 of us. If I could do it with 73,999, I would, but I can't. Every one of you is valuable. You're valued for what you do, and we want to create an environment where you feel that value.
I have an opportunity to interact with quite a few of our airmen who thought about taking their own lives and they didn't. And I can tell you, I can count on my pinky the number of airmen who said the reason I didn't was some program or some process or some video or some training. Every single one of them said it was because of this person, this supervisor, this commander, this teammate, this person that I connected with that showed some interest in me and my well-being, and that was why I made the decision that I made. So.
And a thanks to our incredible airmen. You know, you are the greatest treasure in our nation's arsenal. And it's our job as leaders to take care of you. It is an honor every day to serve as your chief.